Everyone, today's video is going to be a collective drugstore haul. So I've been picking up products here and there in the last couple of weeks and I thought, why not share them with you, right? Everybody loves a good haul. The first two things I picked up were from Shoppers Drug Mart. I decided to get two things from Bourjois. The first one being the LT Mix Serum Foundation. Last winter I completely finished. I had the shade 52, which is vanilla I believe, and it was a little bit too yellow based, too warm tone for myself, so I decided to get the shade 51. And as you can see, this is my winter shade, obviously not right now. I did just apply self-tanner by the way, so if it's a little patchy, that's why I just need to rinse it off. This is a great foundation. It gives you medium coverage. It's a little bit glowy. It's not overly drying, so if you have dry skin, you will love this. If you have more combo, I know they have another version that isn't the serum version. But this is a great foundation. It is light enough for me during the winter. I love the L'Oreal Lumi foundation, but this is the lightest one they have for the cool undertone range, which clearly would not match me during the winter if this one matches me. So just to give you an idea, I feel like this is the most similar foundation I could find drugstore to this one. This is like holy grail, but this is really close behind. I feel like this one is a little bit more moisturizing, but there's not a huge difference, and this one smells like fruits, so kind of don't mind the fact that I can use this one half the year and this one the other half. By the way, you can't really see it, but there's a little bit of a mess in the background. I'm like packing for LA. As you see this video, I'm currently in LA. I will try to do vlogs, but yeah, if it's a little bit messy, actually you can't really see. I got the shade 51, so it's going to be perfect for me during the winter, just because I don't like to go shopping actually during the winter, especially during exams. Like, I get super pale because I obviously don't self-tan during exams, and this is going to match me perfectly. I decided to try also the concealer. I've never tried it, and I've heard great things about their concealers. Again, it's in the shade 51, which is Light Radiance. Actually, I can swatch them. I'm going to swatch them on the side of my hand just because I don't want to mess up my self-tan. I obviously applied way too much, but this is what it looks like. It's pretty liquidy, but gives you an idea. It's more of a neutral to cool undertone compared to the 52. Like I said, it was like way warmer, so it was a little bit too yellow for my skin tone. So this is what it looks like. It's a little bit on the warm tone though. A little like peachy. It reminds me of the color of the Maybelline Fit Me in number 10 light. So if you like that one, you know this will work for you color wise. If you find that one to be a little too peachy, too yellow compared to, for example, the color Fair, this one won't work. I don't think it's going to be working for me under my eyes during the winter when I'm like as fair as like 51. But actually, yeah, you can even see on the packaging, like it's almost darker than the foundation. So just keep that in mind. I almost forgot, the last thing I picked up was this Bioderma micellar water, just to bring whenever I travel. I feel like it's gonna be useful. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that you can't open it and like refill it, which is kind of annoying. I wish you could refill it. A few other things that I picked up to travel was this TresEmme Hairspray. This is just the level 4. I love this hairspray. I'm careful with it now because if you remember the last bottle I had, there was a little accident. It just started spraying and wouldn't stop, and I had to lock it in the shower. That was pretty traumatizing, but hopefully this one won't do that to me when I travel. I also got just a Dove deodorant. This one I wanted to share it with you. This is a contact lens case from Forever 21. How adorable is this? I just need a new one because mine was starting to be a little gross and I don't want to travel with it, so I got the little frog. Now back to makeup. I picked up a few things at Walmart. The first one being the Physician Formula. This is the eye booster. I think it's in Ultra Black, which I picked this up, like it's the first thing I picked up for this haul, and I'm on the fence with it. I like how easy it is to apply it, like incredibly easy. You just don't do it's like one swipe, it looks amazing. You don't seem to be able to do mistakes with it, but I feel like it doesn't look super black. Actually, might as well try to swatch it. It's just that it looks black when you first apply it, but then I feel like it kind of disappears a little bit some places. So during the day I'm like, why do I not have any eyeliner there? Like, what happened? So I'm a little bit on the fence with it. I feel like I might not repurchase this, but if you're looking for something that is really easy to apply, I think this one is probably due to the brush tip. I feel like it's so user-friendly, but yeah, I don't know. The formula, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake or anything, but the fact that it kind of disappears is kind of a bummer. For that reason, I had to repurchase the Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner. My only complaint with this is the fact that it dries out pretty quickly. The one that I had lasted me around like 3-4 months before I had to repurchase like this one. So that's my only complaint. Otherwise, it is a felt tip liner. It is super, super black, and I believe it's pretty matte too compared to, I feel like every eyeliner is like shiny, and I'm like, no, I want you to be matte. But this is like the most matte that I found. Pretty easy to apply, it doesn't smudge, and it doesn't flake either. This is my favorite one so far that I've tried, so let me know your favorites because I'm always trying to find the perfect eyeliner. But except the fact that it dries out pretty quickly, this is just awesome. Actually, I went back to my empties bag to try to find it so I can really show you. I don't want to open the other one yet. So this is what it looks like. It's super long, but it's super fine too. And I'm sure it's going to work because whenever you don't touch something, it starts working again. So as you can see, it's a little bit more black too. So just a great eyeliner, to be honest, and obviously now it works, but it doesn't really work. I picked up some more of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. These are awesome. Like, if you don't own them, you need to. I just wish there was even more colors. Like, there's probably a lot, like 12, 14, 16. There's a lot of colors, but I feel like they need even more colors. The one I've been using the most is this one, which is Amber Rush. Like, how stunning is this? Like, everybody needs this in their life. Like, they're like pressed pigments. It's just, I just don't even know what to say. It's just stunning. Look at this. It's not too overly orange. Like, it's kind of a rose gold with a hint of like copperish, but even during the winter, I feel like I can still wear this without feeling like it looks straight up orange on my skin tone. So it's a pretty good color. I feel like it would suit most skin tones. The second one I got is the color Bronze Taupe, which I got just in case the other one was a little bit too rose gold for my taste, but turns out it's actually amazing. But I love a good cool tone eyeshadow. So this is what it looks like. Actually, you can see I swatched it and there's still a ton of pigment on my finger. They're just super pigmented. Look at that shine, like they're amazing. If you haven't tried one of these, you really need to. They're amazing. I just wish there was one shade that was a little bit more champagne. I feel like there's like either bright white and then there's these taupe. There's no like in between. This was sent to me. This is the Maybelline Brow Drama Pro Palette. I have it in dark brown and I tried it this morning, so the brows, that's what's going on right now. On the good sides, the first part is that there's a dual-ended brush here. You can use one side for the wax and one side for the powder. And there's also a little spoolie, which every brow product should come with a spoolie. It's just how it works. And like I said, I have the color Deep Brown. And this is what it looks like. So on this side, you have the wax that is pretty warm tone, but the shadow is almost a little bit of like a green-gray undertone to it, which it's so cool tone, which is so difficult to find, especially at the drugstore. And you just end up having like orangey brows, which doesn't work for everyone. And the thing I love even more is this color. This is actually so surprising. I feel like in a lot of different brow kit, I don't ever use the brow highlight because it's always so chalky that it's not working for me. But this color is like such a beautiful like glowy shade. It's amazing. I'm actually wearing it under my brows right now. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. I could have actually used this in my inner corners or even as a face highlight. It's that amazing. I don't know how well it's gonna show on camera. It doesn't really show well on camera, but it just gives you a beautiful glow. There's no glitter into it. It's not chalky whatsoever. So I was pretty shocked actually with that color. The only thing negative I have to say is it comes like this, and honestly, both brushes could be in the one same space and you could just cut the palette like almost in half, like a third of it would be gone. It would be so much more travel friendly. So if someone is listening, just cut it in half. We don't need the second space. First impression, it's good. We'll see how well it lasts throughout the day, but it seems to be doing a good job. I really enjoy the fact that this color is so cool tone and this shade is amazing. I'm really impressed. And the brushes in the spoolie are actually great quality. So great job, Maybelline. I'm running low on my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the in the color Fair, which is number 15. And this is the one that I have right now, but obviously I moved it and now it doesn't show, but there's like just this little bit left. Actually, you can kind of see the line, so there's not much left, and I love using this throughout the winter. I'm going to be using this non-stop, and even during the summer as adding it to my concealer just to make it a little bit more pale, just to do a highlighting effect. So I needed to back up because, like I said, I don't like to go shopping whenever I'm in exams. Get lazy when it's cold outside. I'm like, Not going outside. I also got a lighter shade of the Fit Me Dewy foundation. I love this foundation. During the summer, I actually wear the shade 125, and then during the winter, this is the shade 110, so it's going to be matching me. I want to do a video comparing different foundations for fair skin to show like which ones are really fair and which one are like not that fair. But this one seems to be actually pretty good, so I can't wait to try it. If you haven't tried this foundation, I can link down below. I did a video doing a first impression so you can see how it lasts throughout the day. But it gives you a like my skin but better effect. If you have dry skin, you need to try this if you want something that is like light coverage. It gives me a my skin but glowier, which I obviously love. And this color is going to be perfect for winter, so I won't have any dry patches. So last but not least, I got this Fit Me powder too in the color 115. I wanted a powder that was pale for the winter, and this seems to be really, really white. So, yay! Should be matching. Actually, I just realized that there's also a little mirror in the back. So there's the little puff. I never really used them, but I guess it's useful that it's there. But the color seems to be a good match for the winter. Let me know if you've tried this. This is going to be my first time trying this foundation powder. I've been loving the whole line of Fit Me because they just look so good on the skin, so I decided to try the powder too. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna edit this video so you can see it while I'm gone. I hope you have an amazing week. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like hauls. Let me know in the comments if there's any new products you would like to see a review on, any of these products, although most of these are not really new. Don't forget to subscribe if it's not already done, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!